Alright, welcome back Digigang to another episode of Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth. Let's read some messages real quick. Jinryumon, you want to play red light, green light? Anytime you're free, how about it? Sure, let's play sometime. Alright, and then we got some Digimon at max level on the farm. Let's see what we can do here. Alright guys, those are all the Digivolutions for today. For this week's episode, I actually had a lot more than I thought I would. I might be showing it to you now, but I always suspected this of happening, but like, I noticed that after I walk away from the, what do you call it, I noticed that every time I walk away from that area in the Digilab, I noticed that like I'll get notifications right away for Digimon that have already reached max level that I just like digivolved, and I never really thought to look at it. Let me finish my thought after this. K Cafe owner, Kyoko, right? Well, welcome. And part-time Sachan, I don't know what that means. No matter how wacky things become outside, we're open and happy to serve. How about a cup of our special blend? No? Weird. Okay, I thought I was supposed to meet Pete somewhere around here. No. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we can find Pete wherever he is. Meanwhile, I think this is the metal guy? No. Is it him? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we sold all our metals. Alright, anyway, like I was saying, yeah, I probably showed it to you already, but, or maybe I'm showing it to you now, I don't know, but I noticed that when I walk away from the Digilab, Digimon that I have just digivolved, or de-digivolved, and they're like at level 1, I'll see that I'll get notifications, like in my messages, that say that they just digivolved, or sorry, that they reached max level, and I always thought that was strange, and I didn't think to look at why, or to really look into it until now, and it seems like the extra XP that I've gained from leaving them, like leaving the Digimon in the Digifarms, it seems like the extra XP come in waves, like they come in almost like staggered or something, like say all the XP that I'm supposed to get, say it's like, I don't know, 500,000 XP or something, like the Digimon kind of get up to whatever level they get to with that XP, and then if I digivolve them, say it takes like 200, and I'm like totally making up numbers, but say it's like 200,000 XP to get a Digimon to level 99, or to its like max level, and let's say I was away from the game enough for like 500,000 XP or something like that, it seems like the game kind of stops it at whatever the max XP is for that Digimon, because it doesn't continue gaining any more experience past where its max is. And so if I digivolve that Digimon, or de-digivolve it, and basically bring it back down to level 1, it seems like the remaining XP comes in, and it'll take it to wherever it's supposed to be. So again, I might be showing you right now what that looks like, but like I was taking this Tokomon, and I was like evolving it up, and then exiting the Digilab menu, running around for a bit, then coming back, and it's like level 64. And then I would like, evolve it to something, and then de-digivolve it, and then exit the menu, and then start running around again, come back, and within seconds it went from level 1 to like level 60 again. And I even did it to where like I came in to look at the Digilab, and it was like at level 60, and maybe it still needed some more stats, so I exited that menu and then ran around again, came back, and now it's like level 85 or something. And so it's just really weird. So with this one Digimon, I was able to get a lot Digivolutions, just because I decided to take a look at that that thing that I'd always been suspicious about. I don't know. Anyway, here's Pete. Maybe we can exploit that some more in the future and get more entries. I don't know. So Pete says, "Oh, it's you, huh? Do you know what I am? Because I don't. I don't feel anything at all. Not a thing." And then he disappears. Oh. Kyoko, what happened? What? Pete disappeared in front of you? Just come back here for now. A new case just came in that's cause for concern. It could be related to what you just witnessed. Okay. New case, huh? Where is it? Oh, here, at the top right. Ghost Cat Building. Whoa, difficulty 4-star. Client Old Man Mizushima. Place Broadway. I have been looking for so long. My Miko, my poor cat. Please find Miko. Sure. Kyoko, this case comes in from Old Man Mizushima. You might remember him as the one behind those 4 urban legends you recently investigated with the occult club members. It well and truly is a small world out there, even when it feels bigger than ever in some ways. Anyway, he's tasked us with tracking down his cat. Frankly, during times like this, there's something to be said for a down-to-earth gig like this one. Mizushima said he'd be waiting for you at the K Cafe, although he didn't actually state when. It wouldn't hurt to go on ahead and check things out of the cafe, so go do that. Ha. Making it seem like it's not that big of a deal. Down to earth. We'll see. Mikey. Oh! It feels like it stopped. I wonder if it was an earthquake. Whoa. Okay, who do I talk to first? This guy? K Cafe owner. An earthquake? No, I didn't feel anything of the sort. What about you? Welcome, grab a drink, have a seat, and stay as long as you like. Okay. Kyoko, so Old Man Mizushima's not in right now. Alright. You originally met him there early in the morning, right? Might as well come back around the same time and see if he shows up. The next day, early morning. Let's head for the K Cafe. Old Man Mizushima should hopefully be there at this hour. There he is. Old Man Mizushima. Oh, it's you again. I've been waiting, you know. You stopped by yesterday afternoon but couldn't find me? You must have just had bad timing, kid. I've been waiting here forever for you. What's done is done. Let's just let bygones be bygones and start searching now. My Miko, you see, he's inside this wall here. Oh. ... Kyoko, are you at K Cafe right now? I'm picking up readings of really strong digital wave vibrations from the 4th floor. It's a really huge current coursing through there. My money's on that old time capsule being the cause of them. What's that? An earthquake? No, I can confirm it's definitely not. There's no movement here on the 1st floor. You're just sensing the intense digital Exclamation points. It's... I don't want to know. It's better not knowing. Things are fine just as they are now. It's better if they don't change. Please stop. Don't wake me up from this. Pete. It's Miko. No, I'm Pete. Whatever you are, Miko, just come back to me. No, I can't. That's too much to ask of me. I'm not... Maiguru, please, leave me alone. Let things stay just the way they are. I'm sorry, Miko. I'm sorry. Ah, did I finally get through to you again? The vibrations have stopped for now, but the digital waves are still as intense as ever. There's something big brewing in there. As I suspected earlier, they're coming from that old vacuum tube computer inside the wall. The digital waves are just gushing out of there from the old intranet lines that computer is hooked up to. So much so, in fact, that they're forming a cybernetic ley line, a digital line of sorts. If this thing persists, it's only a matter of time before its effects are felt in the real world. Maiguru, I need you to go inside that vacuum tube computer and do what you can to stop it. I'm counting on you. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's save. Pete's voice. Please let me be. Don't wake me from this dream. What's going on with Pete? Only one way to find out. Alright. This is gonna be a big, complicated one. Nice. Boo, dead end. No items. I'm so glad I figured out how to travel in this place. Or in places like these, I mean. I think I said in a previous video that everything's made up of waypoints. And so you don't really have to like hold the directional arrows or anything to tell it what direction you're going to be going in. You just kind of select the direction at every waypoint. Because it was really hard. I remember having a really hard time going to different like paths. Like if I got to a waypoint that had a left and right, I would be like holding down the left button and then my character wouldn't go to the left, it would just go to the right or something. I finally was able to figure out, once I realized that they were just waypoints, I just press that direction that I want and then my character just heads there. Because once he reaches the next waypoint, he stops moving. It's just kind of weird. I mean, it's an interesting way to kind of like set movement, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't feel super intuitive, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's like a lazy way to kind of set up these floors. Or dungeons like this, I guess. And I just got Gatomon. I finally got it, and here the game's just giving me a bunch of them to scan. I just got to 100% Gatomon. And I just digivolved up and down forever just to get it. Anyway. Alright, here we go. Pete's voice. Why? Why do you have to know who I really am? No response. Let's find Pete. Alright, alright, although I'm curious what kind of enemies are here, yeah, I'd rather not. Quiz time, what program do you use to capture Digimon? I think it's Digimon Capture? Pretty sure. Anyway, jeez, I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, this just looks like a really big area, and so I really don't want to be running into random encounters constantly while I'm trying to figure out where I am. So I selfishly am turning off random encounters. Though I don't know what, are these items or are they encounters? Data file, Nakano Broadway Construction Part 1. Construction plans for Nakano Broadway, hereby abbreviated as NB, were announced in 1959, ultimately taking 7 years to complete. The reason for the lengthy duration was due to a major issue that routinely manifested throughout the process. During land leveling, underground water leaked, resulting in an immediate halt to any and all work within the area. A large lake formed and the site was left alone for a long time. Mysteriously, large fish appeared en masse, attracting fishermen. Records also indicate people bathed there in large numbers and that a child at one point drowned in the lake. Today something terrible happened. A strange Digimon appeared in the middle of my bed. It was so cold in there. Even when I tried calling out for help, nobody came for me. But these two detectives eventually showed up. Kyoko and Maiguru. Maiguru asked me who I was, but I said I didn't know. So Kyoko gave me a name. She decided to call me Pete because I'm some sort of time capsule. Yep, Pete, that's my name. It made me so happy to have one. Names really are a special thing to have. You got the keyword Pete. Alright, I wonder if Pete's the little boy who drowned. But then, the old guy was talking to him like he's a pet. Right? Or was I misunderstanding? Oh. Let's crack this wall. Oh, another file. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 2. No blueprints exist for NB. 1961 saw the Japanese government commence its income doubling plan in order to re-energize the post-war economy. In tandem with unemployment policies, public works projects flooded the country, with major construction companies allotted huge budgets. Around 1962, one such project, the main route for the Shuto Expressway, was completed ahead of schedule. It was at that point that attention turned back towards NB. Idle laborers and resources were funneled into the area from central Tokyo, at which point work on the building commenced in earnest. It's likely that there wasn't time to even think of preparing proper blueprints for NB at that stage. Yoshito really likes this girl named Fuyume Yuki. He always sits me on his lap and tells me all about her. Everything is perfect about her, he says. Her singing, her dancing, her looks, everything. He says she's 1 in a million among idols. I can't do any of those things. I can't sing and I can't dance, but what I can do is curl up and fall asleep on Yoshito's lap. I love doing that. I also just love hearing Yoshito talk to me so happily. Alright. And back up we go. Okay, this is where we came from. Alright, let me check this place out. Alright, there's one down here. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 3. With no blueprints to draw upon, concrete was poured and rebar was erected, tailored to the land around the site. When construction was concluded 4 years later, the final building had 3 underground floors as well as 10 floors above ground. East Asia's greatest commercial building was therefore constructed on little more than sheer willpower. However, this came at a cost to some aspects of NB's integrity. The escalator, for instance, only connects the first 3 floors. Most of the underground floors have also gone unused in the ensuing years. Such quirks are a direct result of the circumstances surrounding the building's inception. Yoshito told me that he and his son have been to a World's Fair once. He said that the line to see the moon rocks was really long so that it made them tired, but he said his son still had a good time. People also call Yoshito Chief Mizushima. His full name is Yoshito Mizushima. Yoshito is a big important man in the computer room, so he doesn't get to go out with his son much. He's glad they got to see the World's Fair. I wish I could have seen the World's Fair with Yoshito too, but he and I are always together in the computer room, so that's okay, I'm content. Alright, got the keyword Yoshito Mizushima. Well, was I right? Yep, I am amazing. Just kidding. Alright, let's keep going. Looks like a treasure chest. I wonder what the big boss at the end of this is going to be. Alright, which way do we go? I'm going to guess that the long way is the way that continues the story. These short ways are probably just chests. Well, here's a file. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 4. In most cases, large commercial buildings are run by their owners who control everything from PR to tenants and internal bylaws. BW is an exception to that rule. From the very start, shop and residential spaces alike were sold piecemeal. People who bought their real estate inside the building were then free to utilize it however they pleased. Because of this, soon after NB opened, shop owners and residents started remodeling work on their respective stores and apartments. In the end, this meant that formal blueprints for NB weren't drafted until 8 years after the building was originally completed. Even in those early days, the building's layout had already become too unwieldy for anyone to fully grasp at that stage. Yoshito always had me sitting in his lap, petting my head all nice and gently. I love Yoshito. Yoshito always calls me Miko. Miko is a girl's name, but Yoshito gave it to me, so I love it. Keyword Miko. Okay, that's definitely a cat. So that's where he came from. I'm just curious about this. I don't know why there's a chest that's already opened. I bet I'm going to be watching this in the recording and be like, you dummy. I don't remember going down this though. Oh wait. So weird. I'm losing it. Jeez. Okay. Alright, let's go the long way now. Alright, part 5. The basement of Broadway once housed a vacuum tube computer within its walls. It had been brought into the building after the end of World War II by war criminals who had evaded arrest, shielded from the prying eyes of MacArthur's GHQ. The vacuum tube computer's purpose in those days remains a mystery. It's possible it could have been utilized for things such as mathematical computations or code breaking, but such speculation is unconfirmed. As time went on, there was eventually nobody left to carry on the originally purpose set forth for the terminal. At that point, the computer was apparently buried inside a wall somewhere. It's dark in here. All dark. I can't see a thing. I'm okay being in the dark. I'm not scared of it or anything, but it's never been this dark before. Yoshito's not here. I don't even smell him. I can't go back outside. Yoshito, where are you? Yoshito, Yoshito, please sit me on your lap and pet my head again. Yoshito, Yoshito. Pete's voice. Now you know who I really am. I'm... a cat. So it's begun, Kyoko. Though I have to say this is a bit more than what I bargained for. If this keeps up, the building's going to collapse for sure. Who am I? Somebody, anybody, tell me. What the what? Oh, okay. Well, they dropped me off here, so I'm gonna try to save. Just in case Pete is like crazy hard and he wrecks all my Digimon. Please, who am I? I don't think they'll let me get this wrong. It's definitely Miko, right? But I just want to see what the dialogue is like if I select Pete. It's probably wrong. Wait, what? Pete? No, that's not right. That's not right. So I guess I have to fight him each time it's wrong? Let's see, how strong are you? I mean, yeah. Whoa, you're just tanky. Looks like he's gonna do physical attacks. Okay. Dang it, I thought there was gonna be unique dialogue. Oh well, Miko. Yeah, that's right, my name is Miko. He's like nodding his head like, yeah, that's what he said. Yoshito is my friend. Pete is your friend. Yoshito's calling out for me. He's been looking for me this whole time. He found me. Yoshito. Phew, looks like the tremors have stopped. Just in the nick of time, too. That's my assistant for you. You've done well. Now I don't have to worry about any broken coffee cups. Hehe. Old Man Mizushima. Miko, it's really you. Yoshito, I'm so sorry. You've been waiting for me for so long. I'm the one who should be apologizing here, Miko. I'm the one who left you alone this whole time. I'm so sorry, my friend. No, it's okay, really. You don't have to be sorry. I know you've been waiting for me since the day you had to go. Oh, Miko. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I'd have never lived to see Miko with my own eyes again. Question mark? I should probably explain. You see, back when the vacuum tube computer room was still around, I lived here in this building away from my family. That computer room was where I used to work. The only family I ever had with me that whole time was Miko here. I talked with Miko about everything there. My memories of my family, Fuyume Yuki, anything to help keep my loneliness at bay in there. He would join me in the computer room and we spent many hours together over the years. Eventually they closed down the room and sealed the whole thing off with a thick wall, like it was never there to begin with. It was around that time that I lost Miko too. I couldn't find him wherever I looked. I had a bad feeling about where he might have ended up and came back here who knows how many times to rescue him. But in the end I couldn't do anything for him. I gave up and over time nearly forgot about him. Before I knew it, it had been decades since we'd last been together. I can't thank you enough for making this happen. We couldn't have been reunited without you, kid. Thank you so much. Now we can go back to living together again. Thank you, I'll never ever forget this day. Did the cat get sealed in there? That would really suck. I see, nice work. I can only imagine how hard it was, but you really did a good job. So our Pete was actually a cat named Miko, sealed deep inside a wall along with that old vacuum tube computer from the American occupation days. And somehow, using the building's internet, or rather the power of its ley line, he merged with the computer and became a Digimon. That old cat's had a hell of a life, wouldn't you agree, my guru? We can't say for sure what the actual assimilation process entailed, but at this point, we know better than to doubt it happened. It's amazing just how much and yet how little the digital and real worlds are siphoned off from one another. I imagine the reason Pete showed up again after all those years is because of the digital wave abnormalities we've seen. But you know, there's still one thing about the whole story that bugs me a little. Question mark? You mentioned that towards the end, old man Mizushima said, now we can go back to living together again, right? What do you think he meant by that? Not only that, but in the case you solved earlier where he was the one behind the urban legends, how did he keep breaking into the building? Let's assume for the sake of argument that he somehow had access to an entrance that let him come and go at the timing he did. If he'd physically been getting into the building so much that way that he was being reported, you'd think something would have gone differently. Exclamation point. Got any theories you'd like to propose? Yoshito Mizushima. If we look back into his backstory, we might be able to find our answers pretty easily. What do you think? Should we dig a little more? Pete's voice. Please leave us be. Don't go looking for us. Ah, that's understandable. Then it's probably best we do indeed let sleeping dogs lie. Alternatively, we could let the occult club kids know about this. I'd bet they'd have a real field day going after it. I mean, they came face to face with a real... You know what? Nah, let's keep it to ourselves. Not all mysteries in this world need to be solved. Nakano Broadway brings many things together. The spirit world and the world of the living, the normal and the surreal. And now the physical and the digital. Kyoko, truly nothing is impossible in this crazy hole in the wall we call home. What are they trying to suggest? I don't know, do you guys get it? Bukamon, I don't feel like cleaning the farm today. Maybe I should go tell Mireille? Don't say that. She's always taking care of you. Come on, you can do it. Well, let's turn it in. I feel like there's something else that they're trying to hint at. I don't know. Kyoko, well, it looks like it's just you and me again here. The couches look so empty without Pete around. We'd better get more clients to keep them warm. Sounds good. Where do we do that? It's not going to affect Examon for a while. Go be productive, take on some cases. Okay. I bet if I leave, something's gonna happen. Let me just leave so it can get triggered. Ah, there we go. Oh! Arata, hey. Exclamation point. Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. I have a message for you. Come to Odaiba. Sudo said that the weakened Examon will be heading back there. It's your chance to defeat Examon. Help Suda. Listen up though, come alone. Don't tell Kyoko or anyone else, just you. See you later. ... Okay, Odaiba it is. Next time. Oh, I meant to go back into the Digilab. Alright, at some point I'm really gonna try to, like, focus on seeing what Digimon I have missing. There still are a couple that I could get. I'm just missing like some stats because like a lot of them are like human beast spirit shield or whatever, and I just don't have that because I'm not gonna clear Hacker's memory or anything. Oh, here's one. I guess I can do this one. I was gonna go to this one to show you that I'm missing like a requirement. This one I've needed int at 180 for the longest time, and I wasn't able to get it, and so I kept trying to raise it in the Digifarm, and I don't know. Anyway, eventually got to int 180, I guess. Maybe we should end this episode with an evolution, but I think there's still some that I need to get that have another requirement. Before we evolve Digitamamon, let's just take a look at the field guide so see where we're at. Yeah, 297 found, 292 registered. So there's still a couple. I know that there's like some starters that that I can't get because of needing to clear a Hacker's memory, but I don't know. I might need to go through this and like really just like make notes about what is missing. Some of these blank areas. Lucimon, for example, there's one that I couldn't get to because I was missing the right stats. And so, I know I won't get all of them because I'm not going to clear Hacker's memory anytime soon. So, let's just Digivolve this boy over here. Where is he? Digitamamon? Looks like a, what are those toys called? Tamagotchi. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.